Hello!
Hi!
It's Rhythm Cafe!
Time of the day when it is a cafe and we speak in rhythmy ways.
I'm not promising that.
I mean, there's a certain rhythm to every sort of conversation. It's not necessarily... Sometimes you just have to punctuate things by turning off your chair's arms.
There's gotta be a screw loose in that chair or something.
I didn't set them properly the last time I readjusted them. It's pushed down, it's good. You lift up.
So many people use that chair, I'm pretty sure it's potentially broken.
Sounds better than my own chair, to be honest, but I guess I sit in that a lot more often than these ones get sat in.
I get mad when Beach sits in my chair.
Oh.
It's mine.
Mm-hmm.
I've set everything up for me.
I was going to say, does he readjust it?
Generally, he knows better, so he does not.
Good.
But it's mine.
No, my favorite thing to do whenever I was sitting in the chair during Desert Bus was to definitely give it a full readjustment for my own internal musculature system.
Mm-hmm. I mean, for that, sure, you're sitting for a very long time.
Mm-hmm. No, it's not actually for that. It's really to mess things up for other people and let them know that you can readjust your chair. Did you know that you can have these things go up so that you're sitting with a proper 90-degree angle in your legs?
Yeah, but my legs are so short, and I need my torso short too, and I need the chair up higher off the ground. So I need a footstool for that to be actually true.
That's probably not a bad idea too. Again, proper workonomics was what I was about to call it. Ergonomics. Workplace ergonomics or workonomics. Don't make me be the work-safe person in this company. That's a bad idea.
It's so awful when you have to be the responsible person. Right? We all want to be the Chaos Goblin, but sometimes it's just like, you know that if we're going to get anything done, somebody has to be the responsible one. Yep. And then you end up being the person who shouts at people about streams, and then they constantly go on about how they're scared about you, and you're just like, I just need you to be a tiny bit responsible, that's all. Adam, Ben.
Wow. The fire is real. This is a rhythm cafe where we play rhythm games and eat and drink and give things rhythm names. My name is Ian Horner, and joining me is Heather. Not joining me, you're always here. You're always here in spirit, but you're not always here physically. And
occasionally I force ghost myself in.
Don't you have to? You're right. You don't have to die to do that. That was Luke taught us that. It's the last thing he ever taught us. I really like when we get to see things that the Force does in Star Wars that we've never seen before. Like that's my favorite part about Empire Strikes Back is Luke pulling the lightsaber away with his hand, because up until that point we didn't know that that's what the Force could do, and it was just like, what is he doing? Why does he have his hand out like that? Oh my God, he's gonna pull the thing, and wow, it was, and then the Force Ghost, that was a new thing as well. So much we didn't know back in 1984.
Sorry, I'm just reading in the chat, what did Ben and Adam do? I don't know, but generally I can blame them, and it's not wrong. Also, I see you in the chat, Corey.
Yes.
I'll come for you if I want to.
Yes.
I know where you live.
Oh no, I live there too. I sleep on the right-hand side. If you're in the bed, if you're standing at the foot of the... If you're standing at the foot of the bed, she's on the right-hand side. So go in that direction, I guess, with the fire.
All right, cool. I'm glad that you feel comfortable enough or scared enough of me that you're willing to show in front of the person that you hang out with that's watching, that you're willing to throw them under the bus.
Oh, no, it's just simply the fact that I know if you're coming for her, that there's nothing I can do to stop that. So, I'm going to keep myself safe. Put on your own face mask before helping your partner is what they say in the Air Force, and that applies to...
the truth is, I want you to think I'll come for you in your home, but that's... I'm going to come for you wherever I feel like it.
So today, we've decided we're going to play a rhythm game called Bygone Melodies, which is an itch.io. It's actually not even an itch.io. It's a Ludum Dare game. It's a game jam game.
Okay.
And I know nothing about it other than that it is a rhythm game and it contains frog.
Yeah, I did see a picture of the frog.
Yeah, and I hope that it'll be I hope that it'll get us through 2 hours of the stream. 45 minutes and an hour.
I mean, if we
at
keep
this
talking,
point.
we can make that time
And
shorter.
we often do, but yeah, I'm just gonna launch it because that's.
Paul keeps asking me on Chill Point what the game is about that we're about to play, and I haven't tried to tell him yet that we don't vet these sometimes. So I was just like, yes, Bygone Melodies. He may have figured it out on that one.
When he asked me on AFK the other night, my answer was, well, James needed me to tell him a game that we were playing for Rhythm Café, and I told him this one.
Have we ever done that thing where we've told James that we're like a game title for a game that doesn't exist? To see him try to look it up to find that screenshot?
Not yet. I know that he has been unable to successfully find a screenshot a couple of times, but I don't think we've ever given him a fake game. Maybe we should.
I kind of want to.
Yeah, I
want to give him a fake game name.
Should we go with Elite Beat Agents 2?
That's just sad for us.
I know, it really is.
I wanted this to be a fun shenanigans thing, not a let's remind ourselves of sadness.
Beat Beethoven. There we go. It's the game where you play as Salieri and you have a stick. Hit Beethoven until he comes up with a symphony. Da 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 da. It's in VR. Da 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 da.
What happened to the days when we just scheduled Mystery Box? I feel like he would know at that point.
Yeah.
I think if we called it Mystery Box, he'd know.
I think he'd cordon on pretty quickly.
Yeah, we need something that sounds plausible enough that when he can't find it, he's just like, oh, there's just no screenshots. We've picked something super weird and anime. We should make it Japanese.
Oh, yes.
And a weirdly hard to pronounce Japanese name because I like it when other streams try to pronounce what we're about to play.
Ah, yes. We'll just tell them we're playing a game called Sekai Sore wa Aito Abundase.
So should we start this game?
I think we should. There's an old frog, and I'm seeing myself here in this image a bit.
Your pants are too high.
Oh, they're gonna be.
Your socks are long.
It's a symptom of your pants being that high. That's some good veinage on that frog fist. And there's flies.
I like that frog looks like he's ready to punch. Like, yes, I know I'm old, but that's why you keep your hand in a fist so you don't waste any time.
At some point today, someone's going to come up to me and ask me if it's a good day or not. Then I'm going to hit them. And it's going to be a good day. Anyway, start. Must be getting late. Yes, it's almost 6. No, it's not. 6 o'clock. Need to head home then. Shame, really. Wait a minute, did the clock just stop? Well, yes, it seems that the second hand is as still as a statue. I've never seen that happen. But then, well, that means I can reminisce a bit then. Don't quite remember, but it was in a very similar park to this when I proposed to my sweetheart. Yes, I remember I had my guitar with me. I'm one of those guys. I was just making that joke.
Yeah, it's the right pants.
I wasn't very good at it then, but I did not matter much. This was the time when I came up with my signature moves, which people later would tell tales about and such. One of them was the stomp. Press the button when the frog stomps on the ground to get a good note. And then the other was a high note. Press this button when the frog lifts his guitar up to get a good note. Does it work with
controller? I don't think so.
What happens if I don't do it? Yeah, it does work with the controller.
With the controller. Okay.
Good moves. Good.
I like this flowers behind us. This is really jamming out.
Ah!
Yeah, I don't know anything about the game Frog Detective, but can we set this in that world?
I believe it is. That's my headcanon already.
All Frog games happen in the same continuum, right?
The Frogiverse. The Froggiverse.
Froggiverse.
My favorite is the duck, whose bill is apparently covered with feathers. Oh, God.
I wish I had triangle feet.
I mean, you can.
I feel like I'd be so stable all the time.
Did we impress the girl? Yes, it was one of my proudest memories, I have to say, but the clock started again, and I'll really need to head home this time. Oh, it stopped again. Jolly good. But those lovely days disappeared instantly as soon as I got my conscription order.
Oh no! Frog military!
We had to leave each other. Go into the Frog Wars. It was a hell of a war, but...
Is that a tiger?
I think so.
There are other people in this game that are not frogs.
I mean, he must be part of the tank corps, because I understand that there were tiger tanks during the Second World War. It was a hell of a war, but like all of them. But luckily, I hid my guitar away from the generals. So one time, I just started playing, just to ease the tension a bit. There we go.
Wasn't sure where the guitar had to be. Okay, so we also have a very sad bunny and a human.
Good mustache action, though.
Oh, now we have robots?
I would call those like flies.
Oh.
Based on their eyes and antenna. FTV CDM asks, when did Luigi get drafted? Never! He's a commissioned officer, as you can see.
Also, you can see that's an M on his hat, so it's you're just now Mario pretending to be Luigi again.
Oh, I thought this was like Mario's army. This is what happens when Mario actually takes control of the Mushroom Kingdom, and then decides to declare war on Poland. But that only brought worse consequences upon me. It seems the clock is stopping every now and then, so I will continue.
Is he just talking to himself, or are we like in the park?
I think we are there.
Walking past, and he's just like, "You there?"
I think we are the audience. We are speaking directly to this frog.
Oh, okay.
It seems easing the tension was a bit too successful. Soon I had a court-martial to worry about.
And the Pharaoh came.
Yeah. They said I promoted a dangerous peace with the enemy, so they sent me to prison.
I knew the flies weren't on our side.
But it was a similarly awful place, but I had some friends on the outside and the inside who helped me some favors, and, well, they helped me get my guitar into the place. Soon I was strumming up a storm.
There's a fish in the toilet, and our bunkmate is possibly a wolf. Yeah, I just found this easier with the keyboard. Also, I think we can actually leave. One of the parts on our place is kind of just not there. fashion-forward possum. Spend twice as much on shoes as everyone else. If you gotta find one pair of shoes of your size, finding 2 pairs of shoes of your size is...
It's impossible.
It's just a lot. That's a lot to ask.
I wonder if his toes are webbed. They should be because he's a frog, but... After 10 seconds, it stopped again. Very curious. So anyway, the inmates liked my song so much that they started a successful mutiny. And we managed to escape on a boat.
Oh yeah, we're on a boat.
But alas, we stumbled onto a terrible storm on a scale which I'd never seen since.
I need to point out this fish person.
Yes. Are they a shark?
They might be a shark.
Why is his right arm so huge?
Also, this person in the background here by the guitar, clearly is that dude from Full Metal Alchemist.
Oh.
The big.
Yes. Armstrong.
Yeah, Armstrong.
I was going to say it's a chicken, but no, you're right. That is absolutely mustache.
That's Armstrong.
And of course, this Choco Bear here is always good. Anyway, luckily I still had my guitar. That'll help things.
Oh no, that guitar is getting really beat up a lot. Wow, the tempo changed.
What I like best is if he's been playing a bass this whole time. Whoa. Is this what it's like to get old?
What, clocks mysteriously keep stopping around you?
And time slows down. I'm loving the cat eyes on the squid. After that, I was all a bit foggy.
I read that as froggy.
After that, I was a bit froggy. I don't remember much. Question mark, I hit it. Coins came out. Then I somehow got to drift ashore. Not much later, I applied for a job, and then...
Oh, so we didn't end up on a deserted island or anything. We're just, like, on the shore.
Yeah.
Of a place that had civilization.
Apparently. Then not much interesting happened. Oh, nonsense. There was that time when I would... Wait. It did not stop the time. Oh. Sad, really. Then I guess I'll just really head home. Unless... Unless...
Well, now this might just be one of the McElroys.
I'm gonna have relations with that guitar.
Ian!
Musical relations? I have been in prison for a very long time. Oh, those were our scores down in the corner!
Oh!
And they were filling in as we clicked.
I was wondering why the scene was moving.
Yeah, same.
Wait, that's it? I actually thought there'd be a lot more story.
Me too, but I guess...
About our job in the service industry and how we had our guitar.
Must be getting late. Yes, it's almost 6 o'clock. I need to head home. Did that clock stop? Is it repeating again?
We might be stuck in a loop.
I think we are.
Might be in a loop.
Is the girl back?
Yep, we're looped up. Huh. Does anything change on the second playthrough?
Probably not.
Let's find out. Okay, it is not a new game plus. We don't have any of our abilities.
We only had 2 abilities, Ian. Stomping and guitar lift.
So far, I've got stomping. Guitar lift does nothing yet. Oh, there we go.
Because you have to wait for him to lift the guitar. He's always been able to. He just chose not to in the build-up.
I wonder what happened to the froggy girl.
Well, they clearly didn't get back together since he went to prison.
That's true.
Probably.
Wait. Well, good so far. Ow, ow. So peaceful.
I honestly just want to take the flower that's behind us and make that my VTuber personality. And all of my streams are no more camera for me, just a flower that dances.
I mean, if you're gonna steal that from this game, I'm taking the duck. Can't wait to see Carl Sagan's voice coming out of that. If you want to lay an egg from scratch, you must first become the universe.
I grabbed the wrong mouse and I didn't do anything bad with it.
Ah! Okay, I guess we're just doing this again.
I just want to see if I can do it better.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I mean, maybe if I do the songs perfectly, something else will happen in the background. Everything that happens in this game is basically like I was good at the guitar and I promoted friendliness and stuff, like, and therefore people helped me and things happened. Which I guess means like maybe there's a bad ending. Maybe if we don't play, like, we don't play at all.
Yeah, can we fail a level at all?
We might have to try that on the next one.
I think so.
I think I got too far into the song for that.
I'm okay just watching the frog fail and be sad for a bit. That's a good question. What if we failed this and didn't go to prison?
I mean, that's assuming that you can fail on the story, right? So let's see if we can. Let's not do anything after we get to the boat.
Yeah.
Or I guess to the prison.
Yeah, let's let ourselves fail in prison.
See what happens.
No. We're just inviting a blanket party, aren't we?
Also, like someone's gonna smother us with a blanket?
Oh no, that's where you get rolled up in a blanket and just get hit by people and kicked while you're still wrapped in the blanket.
Okay, so not a good thing.
No, not a good thing at all. also going to talk about the possum wearing the red boots.
Yes. What about the possum wearing the red boots?
Hot.
Hot some possum.
Hot poss. Hot. Folks, it's time for a hot boot possum. I didn't notice we had a little portrait of the time we went to Paris with our froggy girlfriend. Somehow. So maybe we did keep in touch.
I mean, you have to understand that when you're first learning the guitar, this is the reality of what people are going to experience around you.
It's true.
Desperately trying, constantly failing.
A lot of dry strum.
See, I'm concerned that the fish is in the toilet now since we saw the fish person on the boat in the next scene. Because I'm just like, is the rest of the body down there? Is it like, or is it just like the other half of what we know as a normal fish?
That's probably how they got out of the prison.
Okay, so nothing.
Okay, yeah. So we are stuck in a loop.
The past cannot be rewritten by going down memory lane.
Boo. That's it.
That's what happens.
That said, I do have another Ludendari game we can pop in.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's just go back to the booth. This has been fun. I enjoyed our 15 minutes with Froggy Man. That's the one. Yes, thank you.
I know. I grabbed the wrong mouse and clicked on a bunch of things, and I'm like, oh, look, I didn't break anything. That's weird.
That's the one that doesn't take us to the bad place. Ben Star. Perfect.
Oh, yeah.
And then we'll download it. And then apparently... I'm going to name... thank you. Yes. Let me do that. Thanks, computer. Apparently you can add your own music to this game.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, I don't know if we're going to do that today, but...
Probably not.
No. There we go. Just put everything in there. Launch that. And... This is a much louder game. It also... Not full screen.
Well, that's
okay. We can deal with that.
That's fine.
Through the power of. Nope, that's the one. Here, how about I fix that while you get the game rolling? Whether controller or not, I don't know.
I doubt. No, controller is not an option.
Perfect.
I don't know how to make it confirm. Oh,
spacebar.
Spacebar. Sure.
Okay. Let's configure ourselves. God.
You found the full screen section.
Okay. No. Yes. All right. Go for the high score. Look at your high scores.
It's not full screen. I better fix it. I fixed it.
I mean, let's day music.
Start with the day.
We are feeding a carrot. could enjoy a rhythm game about gardening.
I can't say I've come across a gardening rhythm game.
Oh, Piman! Ah, dang it. Is that an egg?
Yep.
Oh no!
It's a broken open egg. So it might be a little rotten. But that's fine. We'll feed it its vegetables and then it'll get better. See? I choose to believe that egg became a lettuce. Like, this is not like we've defeated a specific thing and then it's come up. More like Pokemon, where you feed a thing enough and it evolves into a new thing. Eggs become lettuce after a while.
Very true. I learned that from you and the white brinjal. Whoa!
Ooh, hold notes.
Is this purple onion? Got it. I was confused by this weird-ass garlic. I'm enjoying this sort of a gradual increase in difficulty.
I'm not sure what the, like... The radishes up top feel like health meters.
Yeah, I think so.
But I'm not sure what the bars on the sides are for.
I think they reflect the abilities that are currently going on, which slow things down, I guess, but I'm not sure how to make them happen. It's about to speed up as soon as that gets down to the bottom. Uh-oh. Ah! I hit 301 notes.
Okay, so that was arcade mode.
There's
just okay. There's only arcade
different
mode.
Songs, I guess, in arcade mode. Here you are, starting with Purple Onion. Beat that beat. Oh yeah, because as you get perfect, it charges your meter. So I bet when you get to the top, that's just going to activate and it'll slow the F down. Yep.
Okay, so yeah, I think it's just an auto thing. It's not like you can... some rhythm games have that, like, charge up a thing and then push another button to activate.
Get it off. This music sounds familiar for some reason. Potato! I just imagine that potato is screaming with the same sound and intensity as a baby cockatoo. Oh no, you've activated the eggs effect.
Hello, tomato. I'm glad they have different colors for the arrows. That's helping a lot in visualization.
I mean, for the most part, they actually match the color of the buttons on an Xbox controller. Except for up, which is, for some reason, pink as opposed to yellow. I'm betting this woman got fired from being a babysitter for basically listening to music too often and aggressively feeding baby. Here comes the airplane! Wow! Silver!
Yep.
Now I feel disappointed in myself.
Well, time to get better.
Yeah, time to go to night. Uncross the legs for maximum gaming.
Remember, gamers, if you want to do your maximum gaming, you want to keep your legs at a 90-degree angle the entire time. None of this cross-leg business. That's just gonna pull down your flow. For more gaming tips and tricks, please subscribe to youtube.com/loadingreadylive, where you can find more of our Rhythm Cafe videos.
It's a free website.
It's a free website, and we're welcoming to all, whether you are the gamers with the small g or the gamers with the big G, or not a gamer even at all.
Like the potato.
You could be a potato. So you may not want to watch this video if you're the potato. I feel like that might not feel welcoming to a potato, this video in particular.
Actually, I think I misspoke there too. I happen to know that there's at least one super potato that's a gamer, so hashtag not all potatoes.
I mean, again, not everyone has to be a gamer.
Oh god, is that ever true?
Personally, I like to be an intercaps gamer.
Gamer!
Yeah. But only on my off days. That's not a 24/7 thing.
Only on my off days. Yeah, that's a cheat day. I'm worried about the bloodstained eyes of this Mandarin. Or Satsuma, or
Might be
Mikan.
just a vampire crying blood.
I'm gonna trust you here. You are the vampire expert in this room.
I mean, as far as I'm concerned, given that vampires have different universes and where different things can be true, this could be the Mandarin vampire universe, where only Mandarins are vampires.
But only the oranges.
Yes.
Aha! Rough.
It's good though. It's good. Like this game. It's a lot of fun. It does very good with its arcade style. So.
Yeah. No! I deserve that silver.
If you deserved that silver, the game would have given it to you.
Wow. I'm a fan of this funk. Samba.
I like that it just becomes a completely different song
Yeah.
when it's slow.
Oh, you're right, Sax Python. This does have big Mega Man 8-bit energy soundtrack. Those words probably should have gone together in a different order, but I'm not taking it again. You can figure it out for yourself, what I meant. I mean, it's the internet, you're going to anyway. honestly think Red Pepper is my favorite character.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's got the Spy Family Anya eyes.
That's probably what this game, the only thing this game actually is a pop and music style character wiki, so we can look up all the characters and be like, look at their haunted pasts.
I need to know what did someone do to Potato to make them like this? God, this is taking me way back to the Princess Tomato game on the NES.
I think you need to fill in some more details there.
I'd never actually played the game. I only saw the ads in Nintendo Power a couple of times. Had an ill-fated crush on Princess Tomato for a few minutes, and never actually played the game. But it was an RPG set in a world where there was everyone was vegetables, and I think the carrot was a knight.
Okay.
This is probably actually where they got the idea for most of the information for God, what was that? Cucumber Quest. Which unfortunately ended far too soon. Chat's got bets on the fact that you can have gold at this point for hitting 20,000.
Brain's all gone.
Oh, you're so ready for another.
I was actively gaming.
Yeah, you were loaded for another slowdown. Okay, silver, Jolt. No platinum.
So it might just go out at gold or platinum if there's a higher one. Is it 30?
Maybe. What do we got? Oh, okay, there are
a couple more.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll start this one up. I might die in 3 minutes. Big bending on these notes. No, that was good driving music.
I know, right? Sometimes it's like, I don't like the slowdown. Because you get really into the groove. But once those notes start piling at you faster, you will be very happy for that slowdown.
That's a very good point. Why is my score still 0?
Don't actually know.
Maybe the score's too high.
There's a suggestion that maybe it only puts the points on when the chain's been broken.
Oh, that might make sense.
Yeah, there you go. There's your score going up. I like that it all has to go in at once.
Yeah. It's a good chain.
And by chain, it's perfect chain.
Yeah.
Which is notable because when you hit a good, you're breaking your chain, but you're not losing health. You're only losing health on misses. This is important in the gaming perspective of how long do you get to go.
Too slow.
You're very close to that silver medal.
Great.
Yeah, you've definitely locked in silver. Okay, in all seriousness, as a person who's cutting up vegetables, holding a knife out like you're some sort of ninja is maybe not the best way to go about cutting these vegetables.
It's a knife!
Well, yeah, because we're feeding the beet after the...
Right.
Like, you're literally chopping vegetables to feed a beet.
We're just making compost.
Yeah, essentially. I mean, Julie Mott is correct. We are making punching noises. We might be using the back of the blade. But again, this just brings me back to this point. Are we ninja training?
I mean, if she's using the back of her blade, that's another reason to fire the babysitter.
Because the babysitter should always use the front of the blade?
I mean, yeah. She'll hurt herself. And then you're liable.
We have very different fan fictions going on right now, and I'm not really ready to get on board with yours.
Alright. I'm curious about this ninja.
I like to think it's Mega Man's mom. Since we brought up the whole Mega Man thing earlier.
Yep. She does have that look. Like a Roll Senior.
Still gonna need to hold on if we want to make that gold.
Oh!
I don't know.
I don't think I did.
I think you were just under.
Come on! Oh!
200 points.
Beefed it!
Beat it. Let's take a break and we'll be right back.
Sounds like a plan.
And I think we're probably gonna play more of this.
I think so. Don't go away. More Rhythm Cafe.
Oh!
We're back! We're here to feed more beats to the beat monster. Or the beat.
It's my turn.
Yes, it is your turn. It is your turn to once again crush me.
Ooh, Frost Jam.
Frost Jam ISO BPM.
I wonder if it's like a marmalade. I could go for some marmalade on toast.
Oh, I just want to pour some hot maple syrup on the snow now.
All the really good foods are really not are high in calorie content and sugar content, things I'm trying to avoid right now, but boy do I want them. Especially winter time of year. Winter is like comfort food heaven.
May I suggest, if you haven't tried this before, take a teaspoon of marmalade and place it into your tea as a sweetener and
You put
flavor.
marmalade in tea.
So I discovered this from a Korean marmalade, big ginseng or ginger lemon marmalade.
Okay.
That they also called tea, and I'm like, well, I guess if you say it's tea, then it's tea. And what you do is just take a scoop out, put it in your mug, pour hot water in it, and stir it up, and now you've got this marmalade-y drink.
Oh, neat.
Yeah.
I was not aware of that. I'm definitely gonna go look that up. What is that?
I think it's... That might be baby bok choy.
Okay. Okay, I can buy that.
If it's not an onion, it's a baby bok choy.
See, this does sound like the kind of song you would have in a winter-esque area of a JRPG.
In a Mega Man winter stage.
Or that. I was thinking of, like, Dragon Quest, maybe?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna keep naming games I've not actually played.
Okay, so that's the end of the list of games that Heather has not played. Dragon Quest is it? The one blind spot in Heather's gaming career. Well, in that case, I would recommend that you check out Yakuza 7. It's probably the best Dragon Quest entry in the series.
You know, I probably believe that.
I mean, the main character's heroic journey is not just based on Dragon Quest, it is overtly Dragon Quest.
Isn't it? It's supposed to be a thing too, where like he grew up on Dragon Quest or something, and that's kind of why he's viewing the world this way.
That's exactly it. Which also matches with a pretty large population of the gaming population in Japan.
I mean, write what you know.
Yeah. Or write what your audience knows.
How is you're on Yakuza 4 right now?
Yep.
How's that going for you?
We've just about wrapped plot.
Oh, neat.
I think we had the final boss fight last night. 2 nights ago.
Do you heavily go after plot, or do you like kind of pace it with like other mini games and stuff?
So I used to we initially went just like straight hard plot and then would mop up mini games afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
This one I was trying to get into the mini games as much as I could in the middle of the game, because in the last game we found out that there were some stories that you couldn't get if you progressed too far until you got back to premium adventure mode.
Oh, okay.
And currently we're in one of those situations right now where Hana, our perfect secretary, who is voiced by the same person who voices Haruhi, she's left us for a while, and now we're just hallucinating that she's still around. But we can't hallucinate hard enough that she'll join us in karaoke, so it's a real problem.
No, I agree.
But we ran into the best protagonist revenge that I've ever seen in a game.
Okay.
Because it was a woman who said, spoilers for Yakuza 4. A woman sadly got shot near the end and then survived that and came around to actually shoot the bad guy directly in the head with a clean shot. Which, in my opinion, makes them one of the most effective protagonists with a gun ever. Do not let the enemy come back for another game. This is also a Yakuza game where a lot of people are wearing bulletproof vests. Just a lot. Unfortunately, I think I need to wait at least one more Steam sale before picking up Boss Judgment 2.
I'm just somewhat surprised, because I always feel like whenever you're playing a Yakuza game, I see the number not change for a while, and I feel like you haven't been playing Yakuza 4 that long.
Yeah, this one's been...
Comparatively.
We've been making some good progress on it. It is absolutely not our favorite.
Oh, that's fair.
In fact, 3 and 4 have been alternatively just not great. That said, if anyone does want to get into the Yakuza game franchise, Zero is currently only $5 US on Steam at the moment.
Steam is full of a lot of sales right now. I'm pretty sure everything on my list, on my wish list area, is like, hey, did you know this is on sale? I'm like, yeah, don't look at me.
Good lord!
What?
Gold. But not at 25,000. 25 doesn't give you the platinum.
No.
If it exists.
So do we want to go back and try and gold out some of these others?
That's my choice. That's fine.
I think we could do that.
I'm gonna try this one again.
Yeah. You were very close on that.
Yeah.
I think you can get this just fine.
And it's a good song, too. Well, then you can tell me what you're currently playing.
I just started Life is Strange Remastered, which I've not played. And I think I've managed to just not see any spoilers for it. You have like, you're a think you're 18. You've gone back to a town that you used to live in like a few years prior, so that you can take photography at this school that has a teacher that you're very excited about who works there because of their photography that you like.
Okay, so this is actually a good reason to go to school.
Yeah, no, it's a good reason, but it's definitely one of those. When I read through the journal, it's definitely one of those things of like, life sucks here, but if I go over there, maybe life won't suck anymore. I've gone over here, life still sucks. What's up with that? And they're like, yes, youth. And you're at the school. You start at the school. You're in class, and it's one of those kind of wander around. It's very much feels like a visual novel style of game, but you get to make choices. And depending on what your choices are, affect the story differently. Which I do like, because every time you make one of those choices, the game's like, this choice has consequences. But you have the power to rewind time. So you can choose a different thing. So if you can basically do both.
It's like saves coming built in.
And see where it is, and then be like, I think I want to go back to this kind of story. Which I'm liking. Also, it has the best clip that I tweeted out that my chat took ever because this game is set in 2013. So there are plasma TVs everywhere, and the character keeps talking about how great and high-end those are. She's very jealous of everyone who has these plasma TVs because she would like to watch her HD DVDs on them, I think.
See, the thing is, because plasma TVs went out on top, she's not wrong as a character, still now in 2022.
So there's, I go and look at a TV, and she's like, tasty plasma. I wish and I'm sneaking in somebody else's room looking at stuff, and she's like, I should sneak in here sometime and play Final Fantasy Spirits Within. The best, I don't care what anyone says, it's the best sci-fi movie of all time.
I mean, that was old even in 2013.
This game is published by Square Enix. I found it so funny because I just started laughing. It was just like, what? I'm sorry, I haven't even heard anyone say the name of this DVD in so long.
Mainly because it's not very good.
Well, let me tell you, young Heather bought this DVD when it came out.
Really?
Young Heather did not know much about Final Fantasy, except it had giant swords and possibly dragons, maybe, or some sort of thing, because I did not play Final Fantasy games.
Yep.
It just didn't happen. I played other games, and I was like, well, this DVD will tell me what... It'll have those things in it, because Final Fantasy is a franchise, and this will explain Final Fantasy to me.
Right.
It did not.
Yeah,
It's also really weird trying to go into a movie where you're expecting dragons to show up, and then you watch that.
Yeah, that matches my experience with that movie, except replace DVD with going to theater.
Oh, wait, that was in theaters?
Oh yeah, no, that was an actual movie, Heather. It was one of the first CG movies ever in theaters.
I did not know that.
And it was a big deal, because people had expectations about Final Fantasy games, like there would be a character named Sid, and I guess they delivered on that.
I don't know. I did go looking to see if I could find my DVD, but I think I got rid of it. I might still make my chat watch it. I might just rewatch it.
I mean, that's never a bad idea. Honestly, some movies that are technically a plot disaster can still look very good and still just be a very good experience to go through.
I mean, I agree that it's not a good movie, especially in terms of its plot. But I liked watching it.
Yeah.
Like, and I remember that. And I'm like, yeah, I know why we make fun of this movie.
It is a disaster movie, but it's an entertaining
Yeah.
watch. But not as a laugh at it watch, but as a, this is,
Yeah, it was definitely much better the second time around when I watched it like a couple years later, without the expectation of I thought dragons might show up.
Yes, it's one of those movies where if you take the words Final Fantasy off, it's like, oh yeah, now I can engage with this movie on a much more normal basis.
It needs to not have that connotation on it. It's true.
I think I compare it very much to Gundam F91. In the sense that it's a very good movie, but it did not do what it was intended to do. And maybe it should have been not made if they wanted it to do what they wanted it to do. Like Gundam F91 was supposed to be an introduction to a new series. The movie literally ends with the phrase in cursive handwriting on the screen, "This is only the beginning." And guess what, folks? It was not.
But yeah, it's Life is Strange has a lot of. It's an M-rated game because it has a lot of content warnings on it. Like all of them, just all of them. If you're thinking it, it's probably in there. But I do like the. I like visual novels just fine when it's 2D, like people talking back and forth. But I do appreciate them a little bit more when I can walk around and explore the environment.
Right. I don't think I made it. Yeah, I wasn't paying attention.
That's okay.
Yeah. We were having too good of a chat.
We're talking about other video games. Okay, let's go back to the daytime.
What are the good CG movies that aren't children's movies? I mean,
Final Fantasy Advent Children did a very good job with what it was doing for its fandom. It's just not. I don't think it's necessarily beginner friendly. I think it's much better if you have knowledge of that universe.
It's an hour and a half of fan service for Final Fantasy VII fans.
Like, I probably would have gotten a lot more out of that movie if I'd ever played Final Fantasy VII.
I want to say Tintin, but that's only based on rewatching a very long shot. Like, there's an action sequence where they're on a motorcycle, chasing after some documents, trying to outrun a flood, and it's one incredibly long take that would have been... I wouldn't say impossible, but it would have been incredibly challenging to do in live action. On the other hand, everyone also looks like a mannequin, so I need to rewatch Tintin.
The problem with, like, animated movies being, like, for children versus being for adults is I find what you tend to find is an everyone score, so it's incredibly friendly for kids. So therefore everyone. Or when someone tries to make something adult, they're making it not necessarily good, just adult.
Yeah, this generally applies only to North American movies. But yeah, when it's classified as being an adult movie that's made in some form of animation, they double down on the adult portion of it.
Yeah, like I don't often see ones that are made for teens, right? Like we don't have that kind of rating going on.
Just a PG-13 movie that's animated.
Yeah.
It's something where people swear a couple of times, and maybe there's an gunfight, but that's it. or adult situations where people might hug.
And I think you run into problems with people trying to make stuff like that anyway, because there's still this weird idea that if it's animated, it must be a thing for kids.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
And therefore, you either have to make it very obviously not for kids, or just maybe you want to make it for everybody anyway, because you have a bigger viewer base that way, and that's the world being run on money.
I would put Spider-Verse actually as the good CG movie. But then you also have to.
I don't know the rating on that one.
I don't know either, but I don't think that was a only for kids movie.
Yeah, probably not.
But then again, you have to really then, when we say CG, are we talking 3D CG? 3D CG shaded to look 2D? Full painted 2D only computer animation? Or
and I
just
mean,
3D?
How many like Marvel movies and Star Wars movies these days, they're like almost 90% made up of CG?
Mm-hmm. Like that's kind of what I was thinking just there. It was Gundam, the Kukuru's Gon's Island was 100% done on computers, but not all of it was 3D. Where do we place that? Spider-Verse was PG, says MTV CDM.
Okay.
I consider that an all-ages movie then. Like the minute you have to put it at PG over G, that's what I would call an all-ages movie. Someone recently brought up on my timeline the question of animation and how ridiculous it is when you actually think about the idea that people are willing to draw thousands of barely different pictures to put them in order to make a movie, and did this for decades. Spider-Verse, the regular crispy of adult CGI. I don't know. See, Sharp Cookies, I wouldn't call the Spider-Verse a kids movie. It's definitely not an adults-only movie. I'd say it's all ages, because there is definitely some themes about, some adult themes, especially around Peter Parker, that, I don't think kids would really relate to. I know I really related to his being a complete disaster human being.
I mean, I feel like that's the general relatable feeling these days for all of us, just being disaster people.
Yeah. And really, we should all remember, like, continue calling yourself a disaster person because it is cathartic. But we're really all just doing our best inside of an extremely imperfect system that is absolutely set up against all of us.
Yeah, when I say disaster person, I'm thinking like Octodad.
Yeah.
Like my limbs are just kind of flying everywhere.
No, I'm just thinking like.
But it's the same idea. It's you're doing your best.
I don't make my bed every day.
In the constraints of trying to be a bipedal person when you're not.
Yeah.
Have you ever played Octodad?
I have seen the procedure done dozens of times.
It's got a good storyline.
I'm sure I've got a copy of lying somewhere in my deep inside my Steam folder. I only recently found out I had a copy of Sid Meier's Civilization 6.
I think I might have one of those too. This is partially why I don't game on Steam a lot at home. I feel like my games on Steam are in this weird bucket that I keep having to like paw through. That I just don't remember that are there. Somehow I maybe didn't even purchase, they're just there.
Well,
like,
I thought I'd somehow acquired, like maybe through the Epic Games or good old games free versions, a copy of World Rally Championship of some sort. Turns out no, after going through all these options, but then I did discover the other ones. Like Sid Meier and Pinball Wizard and XCOM 2.
I know Beach put money into one of those like buy the 700 game bundle.
Oh Christ, yeah,
thing.
in support of Ukraine or something.
Just anything over the last couple of years, right? Because there's been a few of them.
Yep.
And I'm like, cool. I don't want to go digging through that file at all. I'm pretty sure I've rebought games that are in there.
Yep.
Just because I'm like, no, I don't want to dig through it.
No,
I don't want to look. It's too much.
And of course, they don't give you a list of the games in your email, so you can search that. No, you gotta go to the bundle, and then search in the bundle. Search is important, kids.
I mean, I'm fine that I've like rebought games I already have from that bundle anyway, because it's just like sure.
Yeah, it's for
I
charity.
would have been fine if we'd just given the charity money and not have bothered with the games, but whatever. I can rebuy them on the Switch. It's what I did with A Short Hike, a game that everybody I know on the internet owns at this point.
It's my point to remind people that it is important to give, but also the very existence of charity is evidence of a failed state. Fine? I've never seen Fine before.
Wait, one of your...
Yeah.
Huh.
Ah, wrong way!
There must be like a very slight difference in there.
Ah. Not paying attention. Too fine. The double fine. That's what we're going for.
I don't think they made this game.
Yep, not even a silver. God. Tell who the scrub is on this program.
take, cunt!
Yeah, just prior to Desert Bus, I played a bunch of indie titles. I did like Short Hike, Grease, however you pronounce that one.
I would go with Grease, just because Grease really makes me think it's based on the musical.
Fair. I played like original Pokemon Snap, which was a lot of fun. Something else in there. Oh right, Donut County for the first time was really good. Which I need to go find out because I know Jacob streamed Donut County and had never played that like last week or something, and I need to go find out if he enjoyed that.
I mean, he's a human being, so
Probably.
Assuming
like
he has feelings, can experience joy. It just occurred to me that I'm surprised that we haven't seen more classic musical movies get turned into games.
What do you mean?
A Grease game. Based on you wander around, you talk to the various characters in Grease, and then, I don't know, by the end you're finally doing a rhythm game portion where you fly your Chevy up into the sky.
Okay, you said more movies, as if people were making musical movies.
I don't think it's been done yet.
I can't think of one, and okay.
But I would play the hell out of a Phantom of the Opera game, or any of the, what's his face musicals. Not Tommy Bahama. Why am I?
I would not mind a Phantom of the Opera rhythm game that had like story portions. That could be fun.
Give me a Les Miserables game that's a half dungeon explorer, half rhythm game.
Why do I feel like a Les Mis game would end up being a Dark Souls?
I mean, I think that has more to do with the setting than anything else. So we need to do that so that we can finally fund some sort of massive cross-platform, cross-genre rhythm game, like an not Elite Beat Agents. God, why did I say that? Like a Super Smash Brothers, but for rhythm.
Okay, so first I need to clarify. When you say like Super Smash Brothers, but for rhythm, you mean in the concept of like that kind of a crossover, or a Super Smash Brothers fighting game, but all the characters are rhythm-based games?
No, the first one.
Okay.
No fighting, because it's a rhythm game. You got Shakira in there. Also, again, refugees run the seas because they own their own boats. I feel like the slowdown mechanic is actively hindering me personally when I play this.
I find it doesn't hinder me until it just speeds up all of a
and
sudden. That's the part that hinders me. Like, if it does it in the middle of a hold note like that, that's not terrible.
Unfortunately, it doesn't always do that.
Nope. I mean, you were talking about like crowdfunding a rhythm game, and all I could think about was that rabbit game that never got funded.
Oh God, which one was that?
You remember? It was was it the guys who did Rob the Rapper? or whatever. Like the rabbit, like it had that really interesting looking rhythm mechanic that had like freestyle rapping or something in it.
I'd completely forgotten about that, and that makes me sad now.
It didn't get enough money.
Project Rap Rabbit.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Yeah, I was also thinking Cool Tune, Sax Pipe. Oh, sorry, not the Cool Tune. Yeah, Cool Tune.
That was an excellent game.
The Vector Rabbit. God, yeah. The work has been suspended because until further funding can be found.
Yeah, we're never getting that.
Yeah, see, this is why you should never try to fund games on Kickstarter. Because the people on Kickstarter are not willing to produce the level of money necessary for a game. I think the only viable solution at this point is that I need to be given an obscene amount of money specifically to fund these sorts of things. Heather just turns away from the screen while her score comes up.
I mean, I know I did good. It's just like, okay, this is the part of the game where I can check my phone. Yeah, okay, good. Oh, yeah, look how good I am.
Ah! That's why they call me 2 Chain. Because I'm bad at rhythm games. Untrue, but look, self-deprecation is part of this persona, so. That's not good. I mean, despite what the screen is saying.
I mean, I know we're getting, was it Final Fantasy Theatrhythm is coming to Switch in February. I'm excited for that. I think it's an interesting kind of rhythm game. And something that just shows, like, Final Fantasy, huge series. So much music. Make a rhythm game. Yes. So many other video game series have so much music. Where are their rhythm games?
Now, where's my Mass Effect rhythm game?
Could you imagine a Mass Effect rhythm game that had, like, a story and choices in between stages? That'd be fun.
That would be great.
We do eventually have to play that Kingdom Hearts one too. Which I think will be great as 2 people who've never played a Kingdom Hearts game.
Yep. Nort!
Is that the name of the potato?
I don't know. I understand that Norts are some sort of bad thing in Kingdom Hearts.
Oh, I have no idea.
All
I know is there's a lot of giant keys that everyone needs. They call them keyblades, and I feel like that's just to make you feel a little bit cooler for having a gigantic key for your house. Like, no one thought they should make them small.
Yes, I spent a lot of time with Jordan on Desert Bus this year, so I think some of the terminology is rubbed off.
Oh, yeah, I could see that.
No, my scraggly turnip! Hold on!
I mean, Kingdom Hearts is one of those games that I'm actually surprised hasn't gotten just like an anime series that goes through the whole story for people like who don't want to play the games but want to be part of the conversation.
I bet Square Enix wants to do that, and the thing that's holding it back is
Square Enix.
There's a certain mouse that I think needs their nose wet, their beak wet nose. I don't know what the best metaphor there is. Anyway, Disney's the problem, as per usual.
I mean, I believe the story, verified or not, of why Sora got onto Smash Brothers was because someone finally managed to run into somebody else in an elevator. And that's like a character they wanted to get into Smash for a long time. So I wouldn't say Disney's the only one that makes things hard.
They'd have to have a pretty good pitch, because I don't think anyone who's working at Nintendo currently could take on Sakurai. He looks like a dirty fighter. It's the sort of thing where you walk into an elevator with Sakurai, the door closes, you go to the next floor, Sakurai walks out just dusting his hands off, and you're lying in a heap in the corner.
It just does not match with any of the videos I've seen on his YouTube channel.
Oh yeah, I'm sure he's a pleasant man. But, I mean, when he fights, I bet he fights to win.
This is why we've never seen him fight.
Right? There's no witnesses. Which is to say, Sakurai, if you're watching and you want to hang out for a collab, give us a call. We promise we won't fight you. Well, I promise. I can't speak for Heather.
I don't make promises. That way I don't have to keep them.
Alright, Sakurai, ball's in your court. You might get a stream and a fight. Who knows? One way to find out.
I don't want to be known for taking on this small Japanese man.
Look, Heather, there's a reason I don't want to get on your bad side and in an elevator with you at the same time.
Is that why people always come on the elevator with me in groups?
Okay, first person to Photoshop the scene from Avengers Endgame. The elevator scene with Captain America, except replace Captain America with Heather. The second song in these levels are always less good than the initial song.
I mean, you're gonna hear the first part more often.
True. Oh no. I think we got one more in us here. No, give it a try. Silver, though. Still not bad. Go for the high score. Alright, AI, I don't like you and you don't like me.
were plans for an animated Kingdom Hearts show after the first game. But apparently there's a pilot floating around.
Wow.
I mean, given that era,
yeah,
that does kind of make sense.
But after the first game, wow.
Yeah, all those years ago.
What year was that? I think that was early 2000s, wasn't it?
Had to have been at least early 2000s.
I'm just trying to imagine what the style was like at the time for animation.
2004?
Oh god, that would have been terrible. That was right in the age of the rise of CG, or just computer animation, and that was...
Actually, that probably would have been what they would have tried for.
That would not have been a good time.
I mean, I still maintain that Kingdom Hearts is just Disney's Mouseketeers with Square Enix characters added.
So
it's Mickey, Donald, and Goofy as the three Musketeers. So as far as I'm concerned, Sora is D'Artagnan.
The three Musketeers, right? Okay, I thought you meant the Mouseketeers, specifically speaking of like Hannah Montana and.
No, not that one. No.
Yeah.
No, the other, the one that I'm talking about.
Not the other one, the one I'm talking about. Heather has solved disambiguation, people.
Not the one you mean, the one I mean.
Once again, the biggest problem with the Three Musketeers is that no one ever uses their muskets.
They are very obsessed with their swords.
Yep.
And having fights. I read the original Musketeers.
The original Musketeers.
The book.
The book, yes. But God, how internet pilled are we now that we call it the original Musketeers?
Like there's so many other pieces of media called Musketeers.
Mm-hmm.
And I need people to know that I'm not talking about the chocolate bar. I didn't just read the chocolate bar.
Some good information on there.
I mean, I really liked the book. And then I was also mad at the book because there's like a character death in there that I was upset about. But I liked the book enough that I was going to read The Man in the Iron Mask. Because we'd seen the movie when that movie came out, like Leonardo DiCaprio or something.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh well, I'll read the book, and I took the book out of the library, and whatever person decided that the paper quality of that book should be so thin that you can see the text on the other side, and that the font should be like 6 point.
Not so good.
Is what made me not want to read the book. So I didn't.
Thoughts on Cyrano de Bergerac?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Similar time frame, but a different book about people in that time frame.
Is that...
That's the guy with the fucked up nose that
okay.
likes to compose sonnets insulting people who try to insult him.
I always thought that was a play.
I believe it is a play and also a movie.
I mean, everything's a movie.
Oh yeah. You might also...
Was it originally a book, or...?
I think it was originally a book.
Oh, okay.
And I'm prepared to be proven wrong. You might also like Barry Lyndon, the film by Stanley Kubrick. Again, same time frame, but it's about a guy who just keeps fucking up and still fucking up on his way up the social ladder. arguably one of Kubrick's best films. Which is to say, I would argue that. I don't know if I'm gonna get the gold on this.
You haven't been hit yet.
Good point.
And you're
fine. I'm fine.
on encroaching on silver. All right, like. I mean, I guess by all of the things of I technically can't see into the future. So yeah, I don't know if you'll get the gold on this or not either.
Like, I feel like I could have done better in the opening sections to get my score higher than it is now, where I'm currently at.
That's true. Okay, I can understand that feeling.
Pick a beat, please.
I like that you said that, and on the screen just started saying fine a lot. I mean, you passed the silver mark now, so...
See?
Alright, chat. What do you think? Think you can make gold?
Oh no!
Do you think you made gold?
I don't think I made gold.
Oh, well, you did.
Aha! Son of it! Just barely.
Because, like, there's no way you can read the score while the notes are doing that to you.
Yep, no. Folks, thank you so much for joining us today on Rhythm Cafe. It's been a lot of fun. I think we found two fun games, one that's short and one that has legs. Except it doesn't have legs because they're all vegetables.
No. One that's short and the other one's very grounded.
That's the answer. That is the answer.
Yeah, because technically that first one definitely had legs. It just only took us to prison.
Yeah. But we got out.
We did.
We escaped.
We escaped on a boat.
And then there was a fish.
Which does make me kind of wonder if that prison was in the middle of the ocean.
So
we are frog, and there was a fish in the toilet. We could have been in the middle of the ocean.
So the storyline of Yakuza 4 is that someone is sent to a secret prison that's actually there out in the middle of the ocean with just one road bridge to it.
So you're saying the first game we played was secretly Yakuza 4?
I'm going to say yes.
All
Because
right.
that is the best way to end this particular discussion of that one.
Since we're talking about Yakuza 4, where can people find you?
People can find me over at tilty.housc, that's tilty.house, where you can find links to all my stuff, including my various social networks, which I won't mention for fear of angering people. Heather, where can people find you on the internet?
You can find me at twitch.tv/LunarJade. Search Lunar Jade on other things, and maybe it'll be me, maybe it won't be. Who knows? Mysteries.
There's no way of authenticating things anymore.
Nope.
But
Yes.
that is going to do it for this week's episode of Rhythm Cafe. We will see you all next week for more rhythm and fun, and you won't learn anything. Now we're done.
Bye.
Good night.